job that I wasn't enjoying anymore and really felt that I needed a change. So I was kind of at a crossroads in my life. I left that job and was looking for, some kind of inspiration as to what I should do next. So that was when I kind of went to Michael. What was great was he kind of like listened to me and, initially, and just really sort of, I think, got an idea of who I was and where I was in my life. And then he gave me some materials and things to read, but really ran through with me sort of, things to do with like self-esteem and, confidence and focus and drive. I've had now about 5 sessions with Michael. I kind of, I've ultimately found out what it is that I would love to do, and I'm pursuing that now, which is incredible. And now he's just sort of helping me, with a few other things. But I've absolutely got to where I want to be now. So yeah, it's great. Michael gave me the tools to realise, first of all, my potential, and then how to use that to ultimately get where I want to be. And he's helped me to realise that I want to become a teacher, and I'm now on the road to doing that, which is life-changing. And it's made me really content and really happy, and I'm just so glad that I went to see him.
Way too much, and ever since I was very young I've been running companies and all through university, and I've been very lucky to never really have a job where I worked for anyone so far, but that brings with it its own pressures as well. So for me to be dealing with all that, I felt that I spoke to my counterparts in LA, and it seemed like all of them had some form of professional that they went to speak to about certain things, and I thought, well, I've got a personal trainer and a nutritionist and, all sorts of other things that I'm investing in. I think I should invest in my own head. I booked to go and see Michael, and I said to him, look, this might be a bit unorthodox, but I don't necessarily have one particular thing I want to deal with. I just want to become a better manager and leader for my staff. And we did some hypnosis in the first session, and from the very first session, I could totally see that it was really going to benefit me. I've been delighted, actually. I think people have commented quite a lot on the changes that I've undergone in the few months. When we first met, Michael said that probably I would only need a few sessions to talk about this. And I feel that was what happened. We dealt with a lot. But I just really enjoyed it, and I wanted to come back, and I felt like we could get off the kind of back foot and onto the front foot and actually start to kind of really do some visualization about where I'd like to be in a year's time, and where the company could be and where other things in my life are. And now, actually I see Michael every 2 weeks, and we have a very awesome relationship. We're kind of friends, but also, I respect him massively professionally, and we're working now on, what does next year look like? And I feel like, it's more than just hypnotherapy. I feel like it's kind of life coaching and a lot of input that I really value, that I probably wouldn't have anywhere else in my life.
I gave him a call back a few weeks later because I was so impressed with what he'd done. I said to Michael, hey, did you do the same for business coaching, executive coaching? He said, yeah, absolutely. He says, there's so many different things that we do with the types of coaching here. So pretty quickly after that, I came and met Michael again. We've been going through different methods of sort of executive coaching for my job and for stress levels at work, and really helping me out in my journey through work. So it's been really, really helpful, and definitely helped me with the way I approach work and the ability that I have to actually be better in my workplace and enjoy work.
Very good at it right from school age, but more recently it's become a part of my job where I've got to do more of it. It was a case of looking on the internet and finding somebody. Well, I had a couple of sessions with Michael, and first off he took me through a lot of theory and background, but also in that first session went through some basic hypnotherapy, very much relaxed me down. The second time I saw him, again, more theory, but then a much more deeper hypnosis, which was more about regressing and trying to find the beginning of the issue, if you like, and tackling that through deep hypnosis, which again seems to have worked. Having done 2 or 3 presentations since, the stress has been far, far less. The build up to it has been, I used to have to sort of almost go over things umpteen times. Michael said less preparation is better. So That also worked. Used to sleep very, very badly the night before a presentation. That was much, much improved. Far, far easier, far less stressful once I got up on stage. So, you know, I know there's been a difference. Well, certainly I feel much happier about the whole notion of public speaking. Since I finished the last one, somebody immediately said, can you come and do a much bigger presentation? And rather than going, no, I can't, I immediately said, yes, I'll do that. I'm actually looking forward to doing the next one. I can't believe I've just said that, but that's the reality. And I actually got quite a kick out of doing the last one. I just felt good rather than, this is horrendous. So, yeah, it has been a success, no doubt about it.
Very easy to speak to Michael. He was very understanding. And he knew exactly what was going on, and he seemed to deal with it in a very effective way, undescribable way. I've actually recommended it to a really good friend of mine as well.
It was great working with Michael. So my first session, I felt very comfortable when I was invited in, and felt like I could be very open when we had our discussion. I just really felt like he wanted to work with me to get to the bottom of what were my issues were.